There we go.
I was getting worried for a minute.
It's shining like a diamond. It's like red lightning. So we climbed out of camp this morning with the goal of getting a better look at these bears. We got a little ridge we got to run up, so we've got 3 days of food on our back and everything to stay up there for a few. We're hoping to take something in the next couple days, be able to pack it back down. Mark's down at the bottom with the llamas hunting a different drainage, and we got a long climb to do today. I just glassed across it, and it's too early. I mean, you could see them this early, but we just haven't been seeing very many bears early in the morning, so we're gonna cross this creek, put 2,500 feet on us, get up to this little perch, and we'll have a good advantage of everything that we were looking at yesterday, but a lot closer where those 5 bears were.
Well, the climb has begun. Ryan's down there. We're just bebopping our way up to the top. It's gonna be fun. Pretty heavy pack with 8 liters of water, 7, 8, something like that. I like how this pack carries heavy weight. It's not as flexible just by the nature of its design, but I do like how it carries heavy loads. It feels lighter than it should, but the downside is when you're flexing over logs or whatever, you're strapped to a pretty stiff pack, which doesn't bother me. I just loosen the straps a bit because the load's not heavy. When the load's heavy, I'm not bending and arching my back anyway because the load's too heavy. So it's been an interesting test. I really like it though. I especially like the top lid and the meat shelf, which I wouldn't normally use, but it's so handy, easy to use. Little day pack setup. Anyway, this is just amazing today. Top of the world right now, making our way up the ridge line. I think as soon as we reach this point right here, we're gonna be kind of where it flattens out and we can
just kind of got to the top here where we would slow it down and do a lot of glassing, and this chocolate's just feeding right out on this ridge. Just didn't even need to glass him. He stands out. I haven't done the spotter on to see how big he is, but he looks pretty good. Beautiful coat on him. He's a nice looking bear. Yeah, he's pretty good looking. He's got a really nice coat, really pretty color. I wish he'd move around a little bit, get a little bit of his swaggers to see, get a better idea, but he's not a XL and he's not a small. He's almost got that lightning look to him. Sometimes they are, and this one's kind of hard to judge. Sometimes it's easy. This one's not.
I like that color.
Yeah, it is beautiful. He's kind of got a stomp to him, you notice?
Yeah.
Like a lot of weight.
I think we take him right.
Man, he's got the Kong. Oh, he's got, when he's moving around now, and he looks a little bigger than he did when he wasn't, because you can kind of see his stomp, that roll on his shoulders. His feet come down with some force, unless he's acting really well, but he's kind of got that bulldog like.
He's got the color. He's not black. I like that.
He's almost the color of red lightning.
I like it.
Should we get in and
Yeah.
try to get him?
Let's take him.
Okay. Not a bad bear where he's at. Okay. Well, we're going to make a play on this bear. We just ditched 90% of what's in our packs. We'll probably end up camping right back here tonight. That bear's working its way down this ridge, so we're going to kind of cut the distance. We got a little perch up here, probably 200 yards to shave the distance. He's 800, and he's coming our way, so hopefully we kind of connect in the middle and get a good shot on him. Don't like it now that we got up here. It's blowing straight across. This wind is bad. We're gonna boogie back down to where we just came from. Back down into the saddle. Try to keep eyes on it. He's just parked on that other side there. moving across. It's starting to move down. This wind has just got us in a bad spot. We can't get to them. We can't go down in this cut either because it'll go right up to him. We're kind of in a holding pattern right now. Beautiful bear though. He's looking redder and redder the closer we get. No, we can't get up on him. He's just feeding along. He's probably going to end up in the hole, but there's nothing we can do at this spot. That wind just kicked in and it got ridiculous. It's from the wrong direction. But we got time. We can sit back. We got the days to put in to try to get him in a killable spot.
He's red. And he's thick. I don't know.
We're just posted up here still. I think he bedded down in this timber. Last time we saw him, he was broadside 500. We didn't see him come out, so we assume he's still in there. That's probably an hour ago. So we're just gonna wait it out until we see that big red goat come out of that timber somewhere. That's what they're eating. But it's so brown up above us. These are the only things showing. These green leafy flowers. A real mountain man would be able to tell you what those are. I don't know those.
Well, we're just sitting here waiting for that red bear to pop out. And this black bear, about 100 yards from where we think the red bear is sleeping in the trees, this black bear pops out. We're talking 100 yards away, so they're both in the same little cut. Right on this slope. Crazy, man. It's just this. I can't believe how many bears we see up in here. To see two bears just right next to each other like that was kind of a surprise, but kind of not a surprise, I guess. It keeps happening to us, so pretty cool. Well, it's been a couple hours. It's really hot. We picked a ridge that has no shade on it. We had to make our own.
Not much happening. Hopefully these two just magically appear.
Yeah. We just found a grizzly bear. We've got both bears right next to each other. That grizz and that black bear are within 70, 50 yards of each other. Wow. I guess you would think that grizz would bother that black bear. What is going on? Dude, that is so wild. Ryan, those grizzly are unnerving. Wow, I don't want to run into that grizzly. I want it to go away. Man.
just as Brian laid his head down to take a sleepy sleep. Up on the hill, just to the right, probably maybe 100 yards from where we've been watching for red, a big old grizz comes out, stands up, and as soon as we see him, red shows up right there in that one slit. Looked like they were looking at each other, and red turned to go back this way. I don't know where that grizz went. He was behind a tree. Now I haven't seen him for a while. I can't see red either, so maybe they both just kind of went the opposite directions, but I don't know. All I know is our little sweet spot up here is a big old giant grizz parked in it. And that sucks.
Not cool.
No. It's a lot of bears, though. That's 3 different bears just from this little spot that we've looked at. But I want to know where red went. If red dumped off into this bowl, we got a great shot at him. But I don't know where that G-bear went. So
I gotta watch my back now.
that's a little unnerving. Yeah. But we've been wanting red to go into that bowl so we can play the wind right. It didn't look like he wasn't like in a hurry. They just kind of turned and red went one way and the G-bear was standing there. And then he was behind the tree and I haven't seen him come out from behind it yet. But it's been a little while. Well, the grizz came in and messed everything up. We haven't seen red. Haven't seen red in a while. We haven't seen that grizz either. We looked back at the film and that grizz cut straight across where red was, where he was napping, and where he kind of went off. We saw him turn left, and in the film we see that grizz go right, pert near where he was going. So we don't know if he just kept pushing him over the ridge or what, but the wind still isn't right, so we don't even want to get up here and look out there to see what's happening. We were hoping they just kind of parked it behind these trees, but we can kind of see all around them, and we're not seeing anything right now, so they might have slipped up and over the ridge, but we're going to give it some more time. We need that cold air to start coming off the mountain, and we can at least just get over here and sneak a peek into the big basin and see what's happening. Till then, we just wait.
Well, we've been poking around off this edge, kind of skirting this hill, seeing if we can figure out where that red bear went, and we think he went over the ridge and into this other canyon. We're keeping our distance, and we're just inching our way there, looking around, see if we can find a bear.
He could have stayed behind the timber and slipped his way through here, maybe without us seeing it, but must have been quick. He must have been boogieing. We're gonna try to scooch up here, see if we just can't look down in this draw. Scooch out to these cliffs. So we climbing up to the top. We're overlooking this basin we think he went into. He could be below these cliffs, but we can't quite tell. We can't see everything. So we saw another bear up here yesterday, a few more. So I think we're gonna perch up right down here where we can see everything for the evening. And hopefully pick up red. I think he's probably right below us. Okay, well, we got trying to find where Red went. He just disappeared into this bowl. We got 2 more days of food up here on the top, so I feel like we got a good shot at this bear tomorrow. So we're not gonna blow out this basin, and we're just gonna probably glass till dark and head back, set up our tent down on this little spine down below us. Come up here in the morning and try to find Red.
On this first ridge or the second ridge? He's on the second one. Alright, the race is on. We basically found the bear, a red bear. He's right over there. We're thinking we might be able to get a 300-yard shot before the sun goes down. We gotta make some tracks. It's worth a try. Yeah, there he is right there. I can see him on the hill. It's gonna be close. We might miss out. Might get too dark. It's a race against the light. But could work out just right. We figure if we don't get him, he won't know we're here. It's not like a big risk. We can probably pick him up tomorrow, but he's worth a try. How far is he?
He's 385. Okay, you ready?
Go, go. It's awful thick down there.
Yeah. Alright, so we just got a hit on this bear. He went down into this thick creek bed. It's getting almost dark, so we're gonna head back, set up camp, come back here first thing in the morning. Hopefully he's piled up in the bottom, but we'll see.
Hopefully that bear just went down and died in the creek. It's darn grass country. If it wasn't grass country, we'd just go look. Well, we just got to where we stashed our gear and where we're gonna set up camp. It's a little nerve-wracking because What's up?
How rude. I slept hard last night. Oh, Grizzly could have stomped right in on this tent. I wouldn't have woke up. Except I did flick 3 or 4 ticks out of my bag. I think they were probably on this shirt when I went to sleep last night. Felt them crawling all over me.
It's gross.
Yeah.
I pulled a tick out of my pants just as we were falling asleep. For some reason, a tick on my upper torso is bad, but a tick down my pants really, really bothers me. I don't know. There's something about below the belt that really creeps me out. By the time we got our tent set up, got a little food in us, and went to bed, it was about 11:30, quarter to midnight, or beat. But this little tent shelter spot, it's just perfect. It's nice and flat. Little area here. So I'm gonna get up and see if we can pull a bear out of this canyon. We're sitting on this ridge. Right up there is where we saw that big red bear and the big grizz yesterday, and the medium black bear, all on this little face right in front of us. So we could have any random bear come walking up through there. Seems like a crazy little saddle. Lots of activity over there. Alright, well, we got up here this morning where we shot that bear yesterday. It's down in this cut. It's pretty thick and wooded. Last night we just felt like it was better to bail out of there, just not exactly sure on the placement. It was getting dark and it's thick, so we've just been glassing it. See if we can pick it up, but there's a lot of brush in there, so here in a couple minutes we're gonna scooch back down to where we shot, dive in, and try to find that bear. Ryan has gone up the hill looking for the bear. I'm kind of glassing from down here, the cut, just in case he ran down there. So we're just kind of poking around and keeping eyes out. Ryan's almost at the top of this hill. He's about 50 yards from where the bear was when he shot it. So he's almost to where the bear was. Yes. Ryan just found his bear. Yes, red is down. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, he didn't go anywhere. Looks like he shot and he ran maybe 20 yards and was dead. Sweet. Yes. Look at this bear. Holy cow, Ryan. That's how he was laying?
Yeah. I don't know how we didn't see him last night.
Dude, look at the head.
He's huge.
Look at that head.
Telling you.
Oh, jeez.
Got a giant noggin. He's all scarred up.
I didn't know he was this big.
That head is impressive, isn't it? So, how we didn't see him laying here last night, because I can see right where we shot from. Right now it's...
Holy crap, look at the neck on that sucker. Look at the neck, Ryan.
Yeah, he's a linebacker, man. So right now we're 355 from where we shot, 355. And we shot him at 383. Somehow, we just couldn't see him. So we thought he went down to the creek. We could have just came in last night and grabbed him. But he died like that. It's weird that late in the day, you know? Because you shoot a bear and you don't see it just crumble and it runs just out of your vision. Best thing to do is kind of back out and not go in and push it in case it wasn't the best hit. We didn't know that. We just didn't see it roll. But we could have easily just bombed over here and broke this thing down in Grizz country in the middle of the night. But gosh, red goes down. It's funny, we had such a hard time reading him when we first saw him because of the shade, and he's got a huge melon, but his ears are bigger than normal on an old bear. Just big old rounded ears. But my gosh,
He's a stud. An absolute stud.
just a tank, just an absolute tank. Look at the neck on this thing. He's got all these battle wounds all over his face. I mean, there's our stump that we were looking at right there. It's right there.
He's just sparkling too.
Shining like a diamond.
We figured he was replaying the footage. That shot, middle of the body, is devastating.
Yeah. That's where I put it. That's where I wanted it. Always middle to middle. But when we looked back at the footage and it was hard to tell. It almost looked a little far back, but it wasn't. It was just the ripple, how that ripple rolled. Clearly it...
20 yards. He went like 25 yards.
Yeah.
Basically, as soon as he dropped out of the frame.
Right out of the frame, he rolled.
Well, you know how it went silent? I thought if he was running to the bottom.
We heard that crash. That was the crash.
He just ended.
I thought he broke a stick, like cutting down into the canyon. That was just him going down.
What a beefcake, man. I just can't get over this.
Ah, man. Unreal.
Beautiful black bear, dude.
Just amazing coat on him. Really nice. When that sun hits it, it's shining like a diamond. Looks like red lightning.
Can't really ask for more than this.
No. No, except for some shade. Shade would be nice. Some gray jays.
Well, We got this bear all broke down. Meat's all good. I got a couple quarters. Ryan has the shoulders and the head and the cape. You boned out one shoulder or both?
I got them both boned out.
Boned out the shoulders. But we got a bit of a grind, huh? We'll see what kind of time we can make. Try to get back down to base camp. Meet up with Mark Livesey and the llama team. Team Llama.
Can't we just call Mark and have him come get us?
I'd like to call Mark and have him come get us. This is pretty gnarly for the llamas, although they could do it for sure.
Yeah.
They could do it. I think we might have to save their energy as they're just getting in shape. Save them for the Mark's bear.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh yes, big red lightning down. It is. Check that box. Eat the meat. What do you think, Ryan?
Yep, we checked the box all right. We got him. Now we gotta get this one all the way down to the bottom, and then we gotta come grab 2 more bears from this mountain somewhere. But I don't see why we can't. There's a couple, I'm sure there's some bigger bears just one ridge over. We just gotta sweat equity is all this mountain takes. It's brutal, but we'll do it.
What does Anthony say? Soak it up, boys. That's what victory feels like.
Need some water.
That feel good?
Yeah.
Ryan's going full. No stereo pin. Mountain snow melt runoff.
Right out of the ground, yeah. These orange vests are hot.
Yeah.
Too hot. Oh,
I think it's the sun, Ryan.
is it the sun?
And the temperature.
Yeah.
I kind of like the heat, but not that much heat. Ryan, must be his long hair. He gets hot in the sun. Real hot. Melts him. But it must make him better in the winter because he's like a polar bear. Cold doesn't bother him much at all. Well, I'm just glad we're off the top. Cool off with some water. And probably have 3/4 miles to go. Mostly flat. Can handle that. Alright, well, we made it to the main trail. We can see the llamas in our camp. It's nice and cool in these trees. Lambert's is right over here. Victory. Gotta hang this meat, get it out of our bags, get it cooling off in the shade. We might throw it in the creek just to put a real cold chill on it, just because how it sat overnight. It smells good, and it was cool actually, even though it sat overnight underneath that bear hide, but it didn't have a lot of fat, bear fat, just the fur. And I think it was real cold at night, so seem to keep pretty good, but nevertheless, we need to put a better chill on it because we're not going to leave for a few more days. We probably got 5 more days before we're cruising out of here, unless we kill a bear, and then we're out. But we got a couple more to go between Mark and I, so hunt's still on. Hey folks, I hope you guys enjoyed that gritty film. This YouTube channel is exclusively hunt films. There's no other content published here, so if you like this video and you want to see more like it, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you have not already, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a gritty film production. And if you want to see more behind the scenes gear discussions and other podcast content, check out our other YouTube channel, Gritty Gear and Podcast. And for gritty discounts, events, and merch, check out our website at briancall.com.